Hello everyone. Oh my god, so today has actually, on balance, it has gone much better than I probably had any hope of it going. So tomorrow is a rental inspection, and two things. Firstly, as everybody knows, rental inspections suck big time. Secondly though, the rent inspections that we have are the only thing that's stopping this place from devolving into an absolute sty and probably falling down in a heap. So on one hand I hate them, but on the other hand thank God, otherwise we would never get this place looking properly clean, and there's lots of things that would never get done. So it's a little bit of a mixed blessing maybe. It's not really much of a blessing. So the thing is, my wife is the one that makes a lot of... My wife's philosophy is that you make a lot of mess and then you clean up a lot of mess. My philosophy is you don't make any mess and then you won't have to clean up any mess. So in practice what this means is that my wife makes a lot of mess and I don't, and then usually she cleans up her own stuff. But when it's rent inspection time, what that generally means is it comes around down to me tidying up everything for her and her doing a little bit, especially now that she's working. It sort of falls to me to do a lot of the organising. Often we'll clean on the weekend beforehand. And so what happened is my wife basically forgot about the rent inspection, and I, in my passive-aggressive way, because the other thing is that she cares about rent inspections a lot more than I do. I figure as long as the place hasn't burnt down to the ground, they're probably not going to evict us. The worst they're going to do is give us a sort of a, pull your socks up message, and then we'll just make sure we do a proper job the next one. And also I'm kind of interested in finding out what the least is that we can get away with. My wife, on the other hand, doesn't like the idea of having a red mark against her name, and so she likes the place to be properly clean for each rent inspection. So in my passive-aggressive way, I figured, well, she's forgotten about it, this will teach her a lesson, because then she'll stress about it when she does remember. So what that's kind of meant is that rent inspection is tomorrow. That means that I've spent almost all this morning, cleaning with the little one. Getting things done with a toddler is difficult, especially when these are not things that the toddler actually wants to do. So he's been actually really good. A lot of the time he's been quite keen to help, even though he's got no idea what he's doing, so actually he's not much help. But he quickly gets bored and then wants to run around, and then most of the things that he enjoys doing involves making a mess, making things untidy, and often dirty. So a lot of what I spent this morning doing is not just cleaning and tidying, but also trying to manage him at the same time, and that is a bugger. Thank God it's summer here, so the summer cleans are always the easiest, because there hasn't been any rain, the windows aren't that dirty, the gutters aren't that important, there's not a lot of things falling off the trees, there's not a lot of weeds growing, and a lot of the cooking stuff we haven't really used much because it's too hot to cook. So if this was a winter clean, my God, I don't know what I'm going to do with him. So yeah, that's my big whinge. He, on the other hand, so he's been difficult to manage, but actually better than I had any hope of him being. So I can't really complain about him. It's just that, cleaning for a rent inspection with a toddler it really isn't going to be easy. He did enjoy using the cleaning chemicals. I watched him very intently, and got him to do a lot of the spraying and stuff, and he seemed to like the responsibility, so thank goodness. And he's been in his room for an hour and a half now and he's not sleeping, so hopefully he'll fall asleep soon so that I can have a break. Well, that's it for me. I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you next time.